Welcome back, everyone. We wanted to tell you about some opportunities to serve in the support of Satsang. There's two specific areas we wanted to tell you about, and we're looking for people who have professional experience with sound engineering or video editing. If you have either one of those skills and you would like to help support the Satsang of Mooji Baba, you can write to us at seva@mooji.org. So I'm speaking to the people joining us on the broadcast and also everybody here, because sometimes this next segment of the satsang can run a little bit late, and it might not be possible to meet somebody today to speak about it. But you can write to seva@mooji.org, SEVA, and we can answer your questions from there. And Mooji Baba will be with us in a moment. Thank you.
good. Om. Namaste and welcome back and welcome to this special part of Satsang also. It's been a while since we've had these what we call chai Satsang or tea Satsangs. You know? Where I have a chance to really read through some of the emails that come each week, and to, as best as I can, to try and address the points made there. And many of you also may be joining via broadcasting, may also be people who are sending in some of the letters, as well as some people who are still here in San Martino. So we'll get straight into that and see. As you know, I like short ones. I don't always get short ones, so I start with the ones, them first. I don't know how far I'll get with this throat like this, but hello. I had a fear that has been visiting me quite frequently for some time now. I heard Mooji say something like, you should have the attitude that if your chance is 1 in a billion for awakening, you will be that one. This idea of 1 in a billion chance has been discouraging thought for me. Any guidance you can give would be appreciated. I love listening to Mooji. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Mark Huntington. We did not start by saying, if you had 1 in a billion chance. It didn't really go like that. It was read somewhere that those kind of numbers were put. And so I asked, even if it were so, that you stood 1 in a million chance of awakening, I would say that the right attitude would be, well, if there's only 1 in a million, that one will be me. That attitude should be there. I don't have this feeling, and I wouldn't want to leave this impression that I believe in these kind of odds or whatever. It's really irrelevant right now. Because the way it is seen is that everyone is the self. This is not my belief personally. It's not like my belief. It is a fact. It is a fact in my experience that is so. I cannot see how it can be other than that. So if we talk about odds and what's the chances and so on, those chances can only refer to what are the odds that you will come to the recognition that you are that self, which we all are. It's very different, isn't it? Not that, is 1 in a million that you will become that. No, you are that. But it seems rare that even in our kingdom, human being, that this is really realized, recognized profoundly, and don't just remain as a kind of postulation, a kind of assumption, a sort of imagination, but it becomes actually true. So the point is not the point is not whether we are that which we relate to as awakening. The point is not whether you are that or not, but whether you will fully become conscious of it. Because life is experience also. It has to be clearly known without any doubt. I mean, it's like someone has no doubt about a name. My name is John. You have no doubt about the name when there's no reality in the name. Isn't it? My name is Rufus. I'm 100% sure I am Rufus. If you call me Robert, I'll be very upset about it. Because I am Rufus. But Rufus is what? It doesn't mean anything at all. So we are more convinced of a name that you cannot be than what you cannot not be. Easy? So if you feel discouraged by this type of expression, throw it out. If you feel discouraged because you've heard it said that it's been put as though it's a lottery, and you find it becomes overwhelming for you, then okay, try another way of looking at it. There are many ways of looking at it. But even if it feels discouraging, you may really want to find out who really is discouraged about it. What is it that's really discouraged about it? It is something inside that wants to believe something different. And both the one who wants to believe something different or agrees with this are both still not you. We have been accustomed to accept and identify with states of conditioning and states of mind. When you are earlier than this mind, purer than the mind can ever create an image of you, whatever image that will be, however beautiful, it is still not yourself. We have gotten used to a belief that we are objective, that we are the body. It is a very strong belief. That belief is more strong, that you are the body, more than the belief that the body is your house. Which is more true for you? That I am my body? Or that I live here? It's my address, basically. It's my address means that if you're looking for me and you see this body, it's quite likely you'll find me there. That's what it basically means, okay? But the belief that I am my body is not quite true, because supposing you were having an operation to remove your right leg, it had to come off, and then somehow you're under anesthetic, so you're completely unconscious. The doctor is coming back from a party and is quite drunk or stoned or something, okay? And he's about to remove the left leg, not the right one. Being unconscious, would your body say, Doc, not the left leg, the right leg? No, because the body is not sentient. It doesn't make decisions or is conscious about you. Your body does not know you are you. If your name is George, the body does not know it is George. It is something called George that says, this is me. So these are simple things to point out that you cannot be your body. And then your mind has many things to say about you, all of them untrue. So you cannot be your mind, okay? Because then it doesn't know what it is. And beyond body and mind, not beyond in terms of distance, but beyond in terms of subtlety, is what? Do you know the answer or you think you know it? I'm on my own again, there is. Ta-ta. Next one, my husband is very far along this pathless path and wants to leave his former life behind because he has tasted true freedom. I can only trust that he is truly happy. He now experiences a deep calling to show me the light and have me follow the pointings as well. He says it is the only real thing, but I do not know if it is. I am extremely confused. I do not want my marriage to end, and I am not sure the pointings resonate with me as deeply as it has for him. How do I trust his words and the pointings over my own? Confused in San Francisco. My husband is very far along this pathless path and wants to leave his former life behind. So he's far along the path of this pathless path, wants to leave his former life behind because he has tasted true freedom. I would imagine if you are living a life, suppose I'm married and I have children, and I do the best. I love my family, I love my children, love my wife, having my life and so on, but we have troubles in it. Then, ping, I realize who I am. Will I stop loving my children? Will I stop loving my wife? If we were in love in the first place, then what life will I give up? It would mean that somehow I must have been forcing something, or the life is a life other than the proper life I have at home. Must be the way I'm looking at things and so on. Other things can be given up. Why would you have to give up your life if your life was happy? So I'm assuming, what? Why would you give up? Because he has tasted true freedom. So before was false freedom. So something wants to give something up. It feels it needs to. And sometimes we have a tremendous experience, a big experience, and we feel totally exhilarated, full of joy and the freshness of spring or something. And the feeling can come, now it's time to leave and make a big step and go out into the world and go and climb some mountains or something like this. That feeling can come, and many people have felt things, not necessarily that it happened even in some religious sense. Sometimes the breakup of a relationship or the loss of a job has inspired people to make big steps in their life, and they've moved away from their usual community. They've, started, a life as a monk or some other thing that they want to do. We don't know. And I feel that this is all part of the dance of life. I would not encourage somebody, no, you leave your family and now you do this. Sometimes there's a feeling to do that for a while and gradually feel, no, I maybe come back to this again. Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj, on great sage of the 20th century, he actually left home and went traveling through the Himalayas by himself. He was married, has a family, had a business. He left it and went off on his own in the Himalayas for some time. And it so happened that one day he bumped into one of his gurubai, meaning the devotees of the same master. And this man said, "What are you doing up here?" He says, yes, I've given up my life and I'm now, a monk going to the mountains. And this man was strong enough to say to him, "I don't agree with you what you do. You should go back to your family. It's the same thing. You have to overcome it here. It's not a change of situation. It's not enough by itself. Something else has to change. It's your inner way. Your understanding has to firm up." And Maharaj heard him and returned home and continued his family life and his business and so on. So it is not necessary that you have to do that. In some cases, it may be. If you're in a relationship and you're really not getting on and you feel very oppressed and no one accepts your your spirituality, they make fun of you or whatever, and you're staying there for the wrong reasons, you may find that you have sufficient strength to walk away from that situation, and could be the best thing that happened to you. So there isn't like a blanket answer to say, this is what you do. Each one is unique, is different. So he says that he has to leave, he's leaving his former life behind because he has tasted true freedom. I can only trust that he's truly happy. Yes. And this is a sensible thing, because maybe you don't know. Maybe for a while people are doing all kind of things and looking happy, but really they're still confused. We don't know. I'm not saying your husband, I'm saying anybody. So she says, well, I can only trust that. He now experiences a deep calling to show me the light and have me follow the pointing as well. So of course, if he feels very convinced about something, he feels his life is radiant and so on. As a wife, you should be able to tell something is different, apart from him wanting to leave home. Is he more bright? Is he worrying about things? Is he going to the pub and getting drunk? Is he preaching on the street? I mean, what has happened since? You must use your own mind to see, well, actually, he spends a lot of time on his own, but he looks like a happy chappy, and, I think this is fine. You did not say anything about that. Now he wants to show his wife, to help her to get to that place where he is seen now. This is also natural. Whatever you enjoy, you're going to want to share it, even if you are deluded. Even if you're deluded, you want to share it. Okay, no, I want to share the thing. Okay? Even a drunk person is drunk. He wants you to be drunk as well. Isn't it? Yeah, of course. So he says it is the only real thing, but I do not know if it is. Well, you cannot know. You cannot know. Only someone who has tasted deeply to drink from the wine of his own being would say something like that. Says it's the only real thing there is. But I don't know if it is. Well, you cannot know. I am extremely confused. I do not want my marriage to end, naturally. And I'm not sure the pointings resonate with me as deeply as it has. Well, obviously it doesn't resonate with you. You've not opened up for that. And why would it, if you're looking at your husband, are you looking with clear eyes also? Is what you're seeing what's happening? Because sometimes people look, and even in my own case, after I stopped teaching. I was teaching art at college, and it came time to stop. And I didn't know what else I wanted to do, just I didn't want anymore to go. And so I was sometimes sitting in the middle of my town. There used to be a nice black tree in front of the town hall. And sometimes I just go and sit there. I liked sitting there. And my son came and told me, Dad, I don't know what's happening with you. I said, yeah, what happened? He says, because I don't know, my friends say they saw you speaking with some drunk people in the town. I said, yeah. But did your friends say they saw me drunk? He said, no, but Dad, that's not, He was talking like this, And then he was saying, I don't know, I'm so concerned about you. And I said, no, you know what? I am concerned about you, actually. Because I am happy, I'm most happy, no? And look at, you're worried. You're worried for a happy man. How can you be worried for a happy man? So as I who should be worried about you? Like this. I do not want my marriage to end, and I'm not sure the pointings resonate with me as deeply as that's for him. So it's like that. If some people have come here and they have gone home, and then next time they come here, I see them with their family. I say, oh, you brought your family. The family say, yeah, we saw her come home, and she's a changed person, and we just come to check it out because it feels like, maybe it's something we can learn also, or we've been watching your YouTube or something. I said, this is the way to go. You look, it's happened very nicely because they must have been open to something. They can't fake that they accept what you like. Generally, they're a bit opposed to it, a bit afraid, because they think you're a part of a sect, another sect. Jesus was also part of a sect, you know that, don't you? So how do I trust his words and pointings over my own? You see? How do I trust his words? Try it out, that's all. It's not that it's going to come and grab you or something. You try it out and see. He seems to be happy, and you love your husband. You don't want to lose him. You don't want to lose your marriage. And he's saying, darling, look. Okay? And you're looking going, I don't know about that. Okay? So how is it going to work? He says, look, try. Listen, look, this is what I'm watching. This is how I change. I've been watching this guy. Look. And if nothing happened, at least you say, I gave it a try. It didn't speak to me. And confused in San Francisco. There's no need to be confused if you... She wrote, no? It's she who wrote, not the husband. He didn't feel to write. He doesn't have to write. He didn't write and say, Mooji, I have a problem here. I'm so happy about my wife. No, she wrote. So she must be at least open enough to write me. Isn't it? You must be open enough. So I say, try it as a matter of fact. It's just occurring to me now. She wrote. You wrote, so, didn't put any name, so I don't know if you're reachable. I'm just confused from San Francisco. So if you write, you must be at least open. So maybe you're just annoyed with your husband. Yeah, a little bit. So you're not going to learn from him. So say to him, you pay for me to come and spend some time with Mooji. Let me find it for myself, not secondhand, okay? Because maybe she doesn't like him saying, listen, it was I who brought her to this. No? So you come yourself. Your husband will help you. Your husband will help you. Tell him I said that. And you come and experience for yourself and then go home and go, hey. I think we're onto something there. That's good. Hello, Mooji. I am in pain. I need guidance. I have been following you for 2 years, and I'm in love with your message and feel connected to you. I feel my presence and know who I am. There is a but. It's hard for me to remain there. My father is an alcoholic, and this is always being part of my life. I can't deal with this anymore. It hurts me in my soul. He never wanted to help. Now I'm forcing him, but I know he doesn't want to go. To go where? Do I leave him to do his will and ruin his life? How do I deal with this? He's my father. Help me in pain. Kiriam from Miami, Florida. I'm going to go again. Hello, Mooji. I am in pain. I need guidance. I've been following you for 2 years, and I'm in love with your message and feel connected to you. Good. I'm in love with your message. Feel connected with you. I feel my presence and know who I am. There is a but. It's hard for me to remain there. I know who I am. If you know who you are, it won't be hard for you to stay there. Your mind keeps slipping out. But you will know you're not your mind. Let him slip out. Give you a break. Isn't it? The mind is slipping out. The mind slip out means you've slipped out too. See if the mind slipping out can exist without you slipping out. Must be you and your mind have slipped out. In which case you don't know who you are. Not fully. You have an idea about it. So I feel my presence and know who I am. There is a but. It's hard for me to remain there, yes. My father is an alcoholic, and this has always been part of my life. I can't deal with it anymore. It hurts me in my soul. He never wanted help. So he never wanted help. I read it wrong the first time. He never wanted help. Now I am forcing him, but I know he doesn't want to go. You should not, how you can force someone? You can, and they may try to pretend they're going along with you, but that change hasn't happened in the heart. They're really wishing, why should you just leave me alone? Leave me alone. They may even say, you're part of the reason why I get drunk. We can't say, we don't know. But could be a point. I don't want to say that because only you know what you've lived with. So I can't deal with this anymore. It hurts me in my soul. He never wanted help. Now I'm forcing him, but I know he doesn't want to go. Of course, you have love for your father. If it was your children, you have love for them. But beyond a certain point, what can you do? In some cases, people have brought their loved one by chains to some place for help and out of their love. And in some rare cases, it's helped. Because maybe somebody, after the end of such a strong contact, may say, actually, it's good. I hated them while they were doing it. But when I came out, I realized I could not have done it without them. Rare cases. Do I leave him to do his will and ruin his life? Sangha? Yes. Is that what you would want yourself if you were, on the and somebody's trying. Stop it, Dad, don't drink anymore. Daughter, please stop, don't drink. Will you want to listen? Just go away. Leave me alone. You can understand that point too? Yes. Yeah. So, huh?
The lost son who has to go very down to...
Sometimes they have to go down. So down to the ground, and then subground, little bit, by yourself. Because sometimes I feel, we try to overhelp, to overdo helping. I've been guilty of that myself, trying too much to help. And then you see some little scam going on, some little disadvantage, something is coming up not the right way. So there is an intelligence to this. There is a wisdom that must be present as well. Because the love is compelling you to be always there. And yet there's a wisdom that's saying, you need to just back away and let this person burn themselves a bit. Let them burn themselves a bit. And then they may, not they will, they may, maybe not. Life presents sometimes very strong lessons, no? There's not clear point what to do. But something inside you tell you, either I can't give up. Some people go through tremendous abuse. Somebody's abusing them very, physically and emotionally, abuse, but I can't give up. Where other people say, this is completely stupid. Your partner comes and beats you every evening with a hammer, but I love him so much. I mean, that is a little bit stupid, no? But still, but I know he's nice and he's going to change. Whack! What to do? I don't know what to do. So do I leave him or do his will and ruin his life? How do I deal with this? You will deal with it. Because to sit watching someone slowly, he wants to cut your wrist. You want to cut your wrist. And every day you're standing there, say, darling, no, don't. And you're removing all the knives from your kitchen. And he goes out, breaks a bottle. No, you take all the bottles away. And then you can go and find an old tin. And he said, no, you take all the tins away every day. And just because you don't want to see them do that. And then maybe one day you say, you know what? Do it then. I can't keep saving you. What to do? Sometimes it's like this. You say that he's my father. He is my father. Help me in pain. Kiriam from Miami, Florida. Tough one, no? What to do? And yet, in the moment, if you sit and empty everything, empty your heart, empty mind, empty. Come to that place before decision, beyond decisions, beyond trouble, beyond you, beyond father, beyond mother, beyond you. Come empty. And sit there, you'll come to a place that no institution can give you. You do it because you have the capacity to do it. Maybe your father doesn't want to do it. He has a right also. But you do it. You do it. You leave everything. Every once in a while, a human being should leave everything. You don't have to leave it and take a bus somewhere. You can, right where you are. You got a little space, you leave it. If you have no space, sit under a tree, you leave everything. Leave everything and come to the place where you are empty beyond even the concept of emptiness. You are completely empty. Has anybody tried this? Yes. Empty. And what's it like there? Wonderful. Are you tripping out? Father's in the next room. Are you entitled to feel like that? Your father in the next room, blah, 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 blah. And you are in the next room. Does it go? Thank you very much. It goes very well. On your way out to the front door, oops, sorry, Dad, see you later. Go. Dearest Mooji, my heart is at your feet. I'm so happy that I joined nearly every online with you. Such a grace took place. I could share the artis with my children. Even at the end, I watched with my husband in the room. Maybe this could be that letter. The future of that letter. Oh no, the one before. No, the future of the letter before. I hold it in the hand. So, such grace took place. I could share the artis with my children. Even at the end, I watched with my husband in the room. He only noticed the screaming scenes. Okay, but this one. He only noticed. Actually, the screaming is down from last time, actually. And you have to explain to your husband what the screaming is about. That it's a screaming of joy. Because otherwise they don't understand. Even people here, they find people, and they say, oh my God, what's happening? Okay? And they say, what's happening to you? Freedom. Okay, so you have to explain to your husband, this is not the regular screams. These are divine screams. Okay? Okay. He only noticed the screaming scenes. I think he's kind of worried. But for me, truth took place and nothing can or is allowed to cover or stop this only holy reality. Unfortunately, I took the wrong profession. Sahaja is searching for other skills. So I'll widen Sahaja in my heart and spread my voice and being only of this source. Thank you, and all the beings around who sheltered me with their love. I bow to you that the dust of your feet is the crown of my head. In love, Katinka from Germany. I'm missing a little bit here, I think. So the husband watched in the room, but he only noticed the screaming scenes. I think he's kind of worried. But for me, truth took place, and nothing can or is allowed to cover or to stop this only holy reality. Unfortunately, I took the wrong profession. Sahaja is searching for other skills. So I'll widen Sahaja in my heart and spread my voice and being only of this source. Okay, very good. Dearest Master, when I looked at the observer of the weakness of daily life, things become weird. The I had already disappeared in this process. All that remained was the feeling of beingness. Then the voice of that part of the higher intellect that has connected to that spoke from this place. It asked for another observer. Realizing that there was no final conclusion, things went into a loop. There is a final conclusion. It's not like, it's not like that. It's not like that. In this loop, the question, who am I, disappeared into a noble emptiness. All that remained was the state of having no question and no more inquiry. And the higher intellect received the message, there is no me. Completely startled, but vanished. There is a universal gratitude for you and all of Sangha. Namaste, Ranja. P.S. It was my person who thanked you for ruining this life in Zimar. Maybe you have to spread some light on this one for me. Dear Mooji, about the question you frequently ask your followers, I wrote to you a few months ago that the perceiver could not be perceived. I have now changed my view on this question. I say yes, the perceiver can be perceived. I perceive you on YouTube, you perceive the followers who attend Satsang. When I, my real self, perceives you, I see the face of God, and God perceives all. I feel when I meet another presence, I am meeting myself. No separation, no fear, nothing to add to this. All is interconnected in the present moment, and beyond this, so much deeper that it cannot be put into words. I had a great impulse to send this email. I truly hope you will read it and share if you feel it is worthy of doing so. If I receive a reply as to whether I am on the right track or not, if the case may be, I would be truly grateful. Either way, I will gently make my way in the world by being rather than doing. Hope this email letter is short enough. I thank you truly for all the guidance and wisdom that you impart so simply and beautifully, unraveling all the things that we are not, so as to show us who we truly are. Blessings to you. Yours sincerely, David Greenman. Mooji, thanks to your teachings, I have discovered myself. It was easier than I thought. I just am. Thank you. All other questions were answered here. It has been seen. The one who was looking has been recognized as itself. Now the mind remains still, and this being or entity is resting inside its own heart, watching the dance of life and death of existence and nothing of real and unreal. We are that which is eternal. We are that. It has no name, no form. It just is. My name is no longer Alessio. That name is only known to others. I don't have a name. I just am. I am that which is here always and forever. Alessio. Sri beloved Mooji, I was lying on my bed the night of the full moon when you first appeared. You read to me from a small book. In the morning there was yak droppings by the door and a small book pointing the way. I followed your pointings. You came again on Friday at dawn. You were dressed in a golden robe and silver turban. You sang your poetry while the birds and animals gathered together. Your song entered my heart where all guests are welcome to reside. I sing your song. You came again for a brilliant sunset. You were dancing in ecstasy, whirling and leaping, and joyously proclaiming your love for the divine. I knew it was you because Sharada was with you, but she wore the face of Krishna Bai. I danced to your drumbeat. You came on the darkest night, no moon at all. I could hear a lion roar, and I knew it was you. And you were big and strong and vital and full of power. You told me to wake up and roar. I wake up and roar. You came to me night and day now, night and day. I don't have to look for you anymore. No more waiting, no more calling your name. Sitting quietly, doing nothing, you come and we drink a cup of chai. Spice just right. I drink your love. Samantha, Colorado, Mooji Sangam. Very nice. Let me try one more then and see which one I want to read. Secondly. Okay. Beloved Mooji, I have been on the silent retreat in September at Monte Sahaja and write to thank you. I want to thank you because you have opened my heart. Now I understand that is the sense I am in a space of my heart. There is so much love and joy. I can distinguish between this space and my mind. I cannot change my mind and its conditioning, but now I can see them. And when I am in the space of my heart, they disappear. They are nothing. When I read your words, you're earlier than anything that is perceivable. Anything that perceived cannot be what you are. Simply stay as awareness. Witness that all thoughts and sensations are phenomena, come and go. Notice that you are primarily this perceiving. When I read this, my heart is full of love and my eyes full of tears. I ask you for a prayer for this to grow inside and that it always remains in my heart. I ask for another prayer for my two sons that grace be with them and for their liberation. I ask your blessing for my entire family. I love you so much. Thank you. Maria Maldonado. Maria Maldonado. Thank you, Maria. Take a break for a moment now on this. You spoke before, no?
I know. Can I just clear something out with it?
That's okay.
Because something plays a trick on me. Like after we spoke, a huge fear came, running away from here because, if I follow this path, then, I cannot have a family or I cannot, So it's as if I would have to make a choice between, finding myself or having this life fulfilled. But I sense it's not what you said at all. What you said was just not to go for desires that come out of fear. You didn't say you're not allowed to have a family or something like that.
I am happy then that you came. I'm happy that you came to clarify that, no? Because what? You heard what I spoke, but the mind tried to overlap that and to put a false interpretation on what I'd spoken, no?
Yeah, even with the purpose to let me run away.
And it is important to take note of that sometimes mind plays like this. Right in the center of Satsang, 4 rows away, sitting right there. And he will tell you right in front of me a big fat lie. Just after we just spoke, I made it very clear that the thing is to first establish the truth of who you are in the heart. Don't go pursuing a desire because it can be that we are pursuing a desire with the false assumption that by searching for the truth, it makes you, it takes you out of the possibility of a relationship or whatever has to come. You see? So I said, don't run after that because, you'll waste a lot of energy. Maybe you'll get into, you're going to kiss a lot of frogs before you find your princess, or frogettes, before you find your princess. Because that wastes a lot of time because it's running from the mind and trying to get the right one and this type of thing. And if you trust, the self has everything already in a sweeter harmony. You won't waste any energy trying to bring into being something that is not really cosmically ordained for you. You can do it, of course. You can bring something, but it won't stay if it's not meant for you. This is what I mean, don't waste time going through relationships which are a pain to leave, because sometimes people, they end from a very bad relationship, an abusive relationship, and still they're in grief. Somebody beating you every day and it's finished, champagne, they are down there grieving for something, because it's in our nature like this. So don't waste time with this. Trust that if you are someone who's searching for the truth, you are going to reap the best from life. Not the best from what the mind thinks is life. Because what the mind thinks is life is not necessarily life. It's more strife. When you are choosing something that comes because you're just recognizing, wait a second, you can say that the life is so good. There are many beings here who will tell you, life is so good. It's so good, even when it's bad, it's so good. It's just because, why? Underneath it, there's already an accomplished joy, or an unaccomplished joy is already there. So everything feels good. You wake up, and where's the happiness come from? You. The happiness is you. Where's the joy come from? You. Is it? So then a husband or a wife is just an extra little icing on the cake because you are already the joy and you enjoy together too. It's not that, look, you wake up miserable and there's a bit of joy in the bed or something like that. And so it is very different. And the mind, in this part of the mind, and try it right there, you see? And then give you the feeling that you should leave. Or give you the feeling. You heard the most beautiful thing, and the mind came in and eat that. And it's become something really horrible. So I'm glad that, because you put your hand up before, I said, but you spoke already, give someone new. And you do again, so something was insisting. And I'm very happy you came.
Thank you that you allow this. Because it was really crazy, the mind was bringing me into everything not to accept this. And, but yeah, I sense, the truth is, you didn't say you can't have a family. It will come when it wants to come, but not out of this fear that, wants to drive me and wants to keep me away.
Who wants to go out with someone who is desperate?
Yeah.
If you're, it's a bit of a turn-off, isn't it? You want it too much. If you are feeling desperate, it's not a star quality, It's not like, say, someone, oh, she looks nice and desperate, I'll go for that one. Unless you're willing to exploit or something like that. No, you must go and you are not super confident, and that's not doing me, but you are comfortable in yourself. And you say, wow, it's... Anyway, it's not even that. It's not even because of that, isn't it?
Okay. And because that's the strongest pull that my mind has.
Yeah.
These fears are what really, are really trying to get me all the time again. So, thank you for giving the space. So I know, just being here, that there's nothing which is not possible in this life or not allowed. But I think for me, this step is to really say goodbye to this person that creates this madness in a way.
Compromise and conditioning is creating these compromises and conditioning, you see. Because mind want to tell you, listen, what's the purpose of your existence? Well, just marry a good cook, basically, and someone who's good at looking after children, and find a perfect house, and you've done it, And some people have these kind of models. They have a model in their head of, what the wife or the husband should look like and everything like that. How tall, and this type of stuff. What kind of job they must have. And some people make quite a profession out of it. And they try to work out. And if it turned out to be you and they size you up, so, no, it's not you. You stand no chance, you see, because you don't fit into the, into the sizeometer or whatever they have. You don't have to worry about that. I don't feel anyone who is really in search of truth need to be concerned about any of those things. Let the world run after them. You don't. You will know if you're on an island by yourself. I'm not going too far. And you are meant to have a wife, she will come there, she'll be shipwrecked by someplace.
Yes, so this... Yes, but this relaxation and, it will come. So, yeah.
It's really quite there, isn't it? This is
Thank you.
Yes. I don't know if it's really good to want something so badly, even freedom. Something becomes a bit suspect about it. Because you want something so bad, you maybe start to already create some fantasy. And then you will probably miss the thing, which has come in its innocence. You probably miss it because it doesn't fit the picture. That's why I say even freedom. Maybe we have a sort of an idea of, that you should be able to do this, and if it doesn't happen, then it's not quite, if you can't, you've tried it, you can't walk on water as yet. And so I don't think I'm really there yet or something. People do these things. Yeah. You were putting your hand up from last time. You want to finish what you say? Yeah, come. Yeah.
I would like to expose something. Mm-hmm. I see what makes it so difficult to trust you. I see, when I was a child, I don't go into drama, I only tell you. I really, as a child, I made day by day my story that I have to do it alone. There were experiences with my parents what made it believable, but I did it. Mm-hmm. And now it is so strong, I have to do it alone. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to look for help, I can receive it for a moment. I can be in contact with you and with truth, and then the mind comes back, and or whatever. This is so. I mean, I don't want to go into drama. I was burning here. I stood in fire. But I stood in the contact with the truth, and I saw it. I really saw it, and I saw it already before. But I just ask you for help to cut this.
Yes. Yes. It is good already. It's on the way because you already opened up light onto it. When you expose something, it is already going. You see? Because already so much energy has been put to not expose it. So by the time you come up already, the mind is going, shucks. She goes, you see? You expose something, and already it's losing power just by opening it up, because the mind loves a secret. And it's always looking for evidence, you see, to try and build up evidence in your mind that it is true. So you caught it. You caught something. No? And this thing you say, yes, there is an old idea inside that says you have to do it by yourself. Nobody can do it for you. And it is true. Just like if you're hungry, nobody can eat for you. You have to eat for yourself. And even this, where you think you're doing it for yourself. It is not acknowledging that the whole of your life is a codependency. We have to do many things. You go to the supermarket to buy food, somebody has to pick it for you. Somebody has to do all these things. Everything you have to receive help from about it. And I feel that it is very wise to ask for help until you can go beyond the need for help. You limit yourself by thinking, I can do it by myself, in fact.
Yes. It hurts so much, because I love you.
Yes.
And I see how I make it impossible, or how I slip out, and it hurts so much.
Yes. It's because of the relationship with the mind, you see?
Yes.
Which which is creating these what you may call now, this kind of bad advice also. Yes. And it feels like it could be true, because of course you have to do it by yourself also. You have to experience it for yourself. I can't experience it for you. We can walk together, but you have to go through that door by yourself.
But it's then not the same quality.
No, it's
know
very
it
different.
already.
It's very
Yes.
different.
Yes.
There's an arrogance in the first one.
Yes.
There's arrogance in the first one, you see. And yes. And nobody can do the self. I can do this by myself. Nobody can do the self. You see. And already we have had so much help already by life, by books, by friends. You've heard to bring you along the way. Grace also. Many people, they like the word grace because it's not a person. They find it difficult to thank a person. They say, oh, grace, help me. Oh, yeah, grace. You see? So whatever it is, it's all grace. But I'm happy when you can come and you speak like that and show it up. You see? Because I don't think you'll come back again and say have to make the same exposure.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
It is a kind of addiction. It was not day by day, it was second by second, and I remembered it as a child.
Yeah.
How I built it up, and I tried to come out of the prison with it. And it always says how you come out of the prison to help and to be better, and now it is the prison itself.
You have to find the self. Then your prisons will fall away. Your prison will fall away. Both bondage and even freedom will fall away. You have to find the self, you see. Otherwise, this keeps going on and on, you know. You know, this I is still there. This I itself is the prison.
Yes.
This I who keeps on inventing and imagining in its combination with the mind and saying, oh yeah, I try to do this, I've got to do it my way, and I try to do like this. This one itself is creating all this mischief to itself.
I heard you saying that I have to come in my heart, and I can't do it. I have to do something, but I can't really do it, and it's only by grace.
You follow me for one moment? You can follow my words? You endeavor to follow my word right now?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
So even I say you must come into your heart, this old advice, I'm going to update it now. Okay? To come into your heart, you're going to go into your heart. You say, I can't do it. Okay, so let's leave the heart out. Forget about it. You don't come into any heart. Don't go anywhere at all. Okay? Don't make any step. The one the mind is speaking to, both the mind and the one is speaking to, also you forget about him. Leave him alone. Leave that alone now. Really be empty. So whoever you imagine yourself to be when you step up here, that one I don't want. That one carrying all these ideas about itself is its own confusion. You can leave that aside. Leave all the self-notions aside. All your ideas about yourself, past and future and whatever, just don't keep this now. The whole world is molesting itself with all this nonsense. Who I am, what I did, and what my feeling, my opinions, my experience, my achievements, all this stuff, out. Let's start again. Let's make today a special day for you. Start again. Your birthday, 8/25 on Sunday. I don't know what the date is. You start now. Everything you said before is finished, it's gone for me. I wipe it off. now. I don't find any of it useful for what you say you want. You want to be free. Huh? You say, I'm going to show you freedom without you, the wanter of it. So leave even the wanter of the freedom, we'll leave him aside, everything. And even the one who feels, I'm not sure if I'm feeling, this one, leave all this one too. The one who is standing there feeling, I'm not sure if I'm on the right path or I'm a bit afraid and stuff. This one also is not in the bit out. The body we can leave for a minute. But all the stuff in it, we are taking out. We're going to do a taxidermy on you. Take everything out, out, and put only emptiness back. Everything out, put only emptiness is there.
It's good. Good.
It is done. Isn't it wonderful to wipe the slate completely clean, finish? Let whoever keeps the record of that keep the record of that. But not you. Fresh moment. There's a moment that is so fresh, there cannot even be a history of it. It's too fresh. You're only this moment. You're going to walk without footprints. Can you imagine a being that walked on the face of the earth that no one can write anything about? And yet nobody can forget. No one has anything to say, no past. When that being is here, they leave no trace, they have no impulse about time. And yet, if your eyes fall on them, you cannot forget that one. And similarly, whatever you see also is without time, has no past. If you have no time, if you are without time, you are without history, then everything you see is without time, without history. All that is left to you is some spontaneous responding. Something responds. You know nothing about it. Your date of birth, your star sign, the place means nothing at all. Means nothing at all to this, not in this one. And you don't have a life. You are life. Life is not setting about trying to record itself. All you know is that you exist and that you are perceiving spontaneously. But you're not a historian. You're not a scientist. And mind, that thing you used to call the one that is bringing up about the past, is just like filthy rags. You want to go and dress yourself again in filthy rags? I don't think so. There's so much grace in this now. This is pregnant with grace, full power grace in this. You stay in this then. You stay in this as this. Don't talk to anybody about it. There's nothing for you to know. That is your good fortune. There's nothing for you to know. I want you to discover something that all of humanity combined has not found. You will find them. To that one, when the population of the earth is counted, you will not be counted. Your record is with God. When we start to count, everybody count 1, 2, 3, 4. You are 0. Where we start, 1. 1, 2. You are not start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You, 0. Nobody counts 0, 1, 2, 5. You be 0. That is the highest blessing I can bestow upon you.
Can I come to you?
You see, when you say, even like, can I come to you? You can come, but not as one. You don't reach one. So when I come to you, there's not two. Let the one who understands this take benefit from it. . 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . . . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
still embrace you.
And that is my highest regard to you. Okay. Okay, come in.
Hello, Mooji. Thank you. I feel fear and joy in the same time.
Fear and joy.
Fear and joy, and I don't want to feel fear anymore. Yes, that's why I stood up. Yeah, and I came here. I don't want to feel fear anymore.
It is a very unusual cocktail you are talking about. Fear and joy produces a certain feeling inside the body, and rather than dismiss the feeling, I'd ask you to be totally present and stay only as the space in which these energies are manifesting. Stay only as the room in which they come. Don't raise even something to determine one over the other one. Don't identify with either of them. It's an unusual feeling inside the beingness. Not so unusual, but so few people speak of this. It's probably more common than we speak about it. And this feeling, let it just be there. And it might feel something wants to say, this is something's very unpleasant. Let me take out the unpleasant side and leave the pleasant side. But I want you to not do that. Let it be there, and let even the desire to take out what is labeling it as the fear. Just let the feeling be there. You don't put any labels to it. Just let the feeling. Just reduce the feeling to the feeling without the name. You can do this. You just like you buy a packet of milk, has all kind of things on it, but when you pour it, it has none of those things on it. Okay? So the mind has all these labels about it and everything about it. But when you look at it purely as it is, it doesn't have all this information. Take out the name out of it.
Yes, I witness both of these. I'm not identified. It's like sensations now.
Yes.
But I felt that I had to do something about it.
This is what you're going to be doing about it. Leave it alone. And let it be there. Just don't interfere by saying, so I want to do this. Then you add a third component. Don't be a third component. You are not even one component. You see? One component, one is fear, one is joy. Okay? Let them be there. Nothing has touched you yet. Let them play with each other. Okay? Don't be the third component. And a third one wants to say, can I take out the fear and just have the joy? That's the third one. Don't join any of them. You stay only as the space in which they appear. And let the space pay attention to the space for a moment. Because so many visitors are coming into the space. Let the space be aware of itself, first of all. And let the visitors will come and go. They're only tourists. They come and go. Just be like that until you don't mind. This will transform the feeling, in fact. Watch and see. Don't try to change it. Just be yourself, which is the space. And watch the feeling now. Don't add to them or take away from them. Just be what you are, like the sort of intelligent space only. It has no desire. It cannot be injured. It cannot grow. It has no favorite concepts. Subtler than physical space. And don't be waiting for the feelings to go. Don't wait wait until the feeling go. Or wait for it to change. Just spend time to adjust the space. Doesn't matter who shows up in it. The space can be without the things that show up in it. But the things that show up in the space cannot be without the space. The space is the greater one. The space of being. It is the greatest of all. And if you're looking at the moment with your eyes closed, you're still looking at the fear and the joy together. You know, still even that which is looking at the fear and the joy together, even this you are not. That is just another shape appearing inside the space. Purer than that. Before the first feeling came, before even the first sensation, you are there before that. This is your highest knowing. Your highest knowing. It's a non-dual knowing. I mean, it's not knowing something else. It knows itself beyond the information. It has no information. How can you know something without any information, without any quality? Only that subtlety is subtle enough to know its own self. Nothing can know it. Indivisible. Who is still here? Very good. Very good. There's nothing in any world higher than this. Even the greatest bliss, if it comes from phenomenality, even from heaven, it is not higher than this. Before the birth of phenomenality, it is hid that weakness, phenomenality. Where is it? Behind, in front? to go back to your personal mind, that's a long, long, long way away. It's a long, long way, far away. And yet in an instant, you'll come here. It is nothing. It is nothing. But in an instant, he can still be here. It's nothing. Stay in the height of your being. Stay in the height of your being. Until these words don't mean anything for you anymore. When the self contemplates itself, there is no higher joy. The self is contemplating itself, but there's not two. Still it is aware of the relative play of forms and names. It is there, just like right now. It is there. The eyes can see, the ears can hear, tongue can taste, skin can feel. And still you are here, beyond all of that. You don't have to erase the world to nothing. No, right here. In the midst of multiplicity. Why should you have come to this knowledge? And even perhaps don't even value it. Now the world itself becomes a kind of an abstraction. Now your being becomes the fact, and the world becomes the fiction. We used to say, I had to pinch myself to see if it's real. But the self you pinch itself is not real. Nor is the pincher. How will you know what is real? Well, the question doesn't even exist. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Nothing on the planet can give you this. Maybe if your mind is already reasonably sattvic, maybe ayahuasca can bring you close. But it can't stay with you. And this is pure. Your pure, unfading self, actually. Informationless. Non-dependent. Independent. This is formlessness with form. And form with formlessness. Knowledge becomes a very puny thing. Like heavy. Burdensome. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mooji.
Oh, okay.
Love you.
Love you, love you, love you. Okay, now.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, my love.
I just felt that I need to say this now. Thank you for coming for us
Yes.
here, and to all Sangha and everything. I just wish not to protect it anymore. I don't care what it does. I don't care what it shows. I don't care how it manifests, how physical it is. It can take this body, it can take this energy, I don't care. I wish to be with you. This is my only wish I have left. In my heart. Although there might be some other wonders, here, but in here.
Yes, because you must know that. Maybe this is the gift of that. That it can go anywhere, it can be anything. Let the delusive one, let the illusionary power, he can move about, he can give you a headache, he can give you a backache, he can give you a lot of brain ache, he can give you whatever he wants, but he can't come here. You know that now.
I know.
Yes.
Thank you.
Then you are not separate from me, are you? This is what is the proof of it, you see. It can play, move about, to see if it can intimidate and to pull you back into a mode of fighting which strengthens it. But you say, no, let it play, because I am not that. I never was that. But there was one time I felt I could be harmed by that, or even that I was that. But now I see I can never, nor have I ever been that. That is knowledge. Yeah. And while you were playing out, meaning playing in the mode of a person, in order to taste the sense of separateness, yes, he had permission to come and to test you. And the work of that devious spirit was to see if it could somehow so distort your perception that you may panic and you may want to accept what he wants to give you. But there's always been a seed in you, an intelligence and a wisdom, a love and a power to know the voice of God in you. And you had to keep on choosing through this field of interrelated opposite. And as I said before, none of this could have been possible if it weren't for the fact that this Maya mind could imitate the self, and that the self could somehow pretend to be the no self, pretend to be a person. Then let the game begin. Let's see what happens. You're a consciousness, but you had to become person. Mind is also the self, and it had to become the devil for you. And let's see how the game works. If he can tease you, tempt you to forget who you are and to fall into the clutches of darkness, or whether you can use your mind in the right way, or use your heart to remember and to return home. This is the game. And sometimes you have to go to the bottom to know where the top is.
But you've been with me all the time.
Yes.
In Sangha.
Then you have to go beyond top and bottom into the immeasurable one. Good. Thank you. Musician coming? I'd like to thank all of you who are joining us via the broadcasting also to be here with us today. And I believe we'll be here again next Sunday. My continued encouragement to everybody is that if you feel, you may be nothing, I don't quite understand what the teaching is, I don't understand the words, I don't quite understand what Mooji is saying, but there's another way of knowing. If you don't understand, but you feel the vibration, stay with the vibration. You know, sometimes animals come to satsang. We've had very few, some quite good ones come to satsang. They don't speak English, I don't think so. I don't think they even speak Portuguese, actually. Okay? But they come and they stay throughout satsang. Why? Because they enjoy the vibration of it. We have been habituated to concepts. So we have to use the road of concepts to try and understand. But there are other languages. The language of the energy field, the intuitive fields. Very good. Okay. I like this small guitar. Who is playing this one there? That could come straight through customs, not that one.
This bhajan has very simple words, so feel free to join in and sing with full hearts. Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya.
And you're here for a few days or what? Yeah, we will stay for a Sangha program. 2 weeks. They're coming to Sahaja on Wednesday. So good, so good.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey, I hope to see you. Yeah.
Tomorrow going.
No.
Yes, no, going.
You know.
No, I stay. Yes. I really happy.
What time you want? What time?
At 9 o'clock.
In the morning? Oh. Can we take a picture together? Come. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ti amo tanto.
Ti amo tanto, tanto.
Very nice. Thank Very nice, my love. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, really? Oh, then you will come again, no? Oh, gee. Nice to see you. Which one is it? Yeah?
Love you.
Love you, love you, love you. Okay. You're going back to Zincha today? Where are you going?
I have no idea. I was from our mother. Our mother.
Where's mud?
In, yeah, near Lisbon.
Yeah. Were you staying here today, or were you staying in the...
I don't know. I don't really have a right at the moment back home, but it is.
Maybe they
Probably
can-
someone is going now. I'll just ask for an extra seat in their car if it is
Okay.
available. I'll try and see if I can get.
You prefer to
something.
go back today, yeah?
Well, what would be the alternative?
We can put you up for today. We can stay until tomorrow here or something, but then we have to find a way to go back.
December.
December, see.
So pre.
Yeah, we can probably go in December. In December season.
Português.
Yeah.
Queres tradução?
Sim, pode falar. Eu entreguei uma pequena carta para entregar para Mooji.
He wrote a letter for you in Portuguese, and he asked me to translate for you after.
Okay. Yeah. So, thank you. Good. Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, Monte. Very good. Very good, merci. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. We can maybe take a picture together.
Hold family.
Can you come with them?
Yeah.
Oh, come this way.
You need more light? No, it's good.
You can come now. This one?
This one? Very nice.
Yes? Thank you.
Ecco.
I'm good. The last bit of cold going.
Residence friends here.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Muito obrigado. Oh, wonderful. And you will be here for some time?
No, they came just for 4 days from Brazil. So just for this Satsang.
Only for this.
Just for see you.
And when they go back?
On Tuesday. They will come Tuesday and go back.
They will come tomorrow?
Okay. Okay.
You must come.
Thanks for your heart.
Thank you. You're from Portugal?
Yes. Waiting for you. Would you, if you need a treatment, I can give you one.
What kind of treatment do you make?
I do physio, and I do
Really?
massage, and I do shiatsu, and I do that. Yeah.
You're here?
I come from the Caribbean.
Are you here tomorrow?
Yes, I'm here tomorrow.
Okay, give me one tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, yes,
Yes?
to make you feel better.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. You give me so much. Yes.
Thank you.
I come from the Caribbean, so I thought,
Yes?
Yes.
Where?
I come from St. Vincent. Grenadines. So,
Thank you.
I will come.
Yes,
Which
please.
time you want me to come?
I can help.
Shri will
Okay.
work a time out for me, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Where are you staying now?
I stay in Maravillas.
Oh, we're just next
Yes,
door.
yes, next door. Next door.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, then. Your name is it?
Andrea.
Andrea.
Andrea,
Okay,
yes.
Andrea. Thank you.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you.
Love you.
She's like that. You know? She runs me over too. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with her.
let her go though.
Thank you, man. Yeah. Okay. Good. See you later. Oh, very good. Ah. See, I had to put on my little sunshades there to see you and walking in the dark there, my love. Everything okay, sweetie? Yes. Yeah. Give them a hug. Okay. See you in the morning. Okay.